Hi everyone, it's Clyde at Vibrant Soap, and today I'm going to show you my version of a spin swirl, and for that mine is a little bit more random. I like to add a little gold on top of it as well, and for this soap I'm combining the great scent of green tea with a little bit of lavender. So this time let's get started right away. Okay, let's start blending everything. Soaping at about 76 degrees, and there's my oils and kaolin clay, sodium lactate. Let's give that a good mix first. And let's get the lye solution in there. I'm just blending to emulsification. It's almost there, but I'm going to get my fragrance in there too. It's a good mix of lavender type fragrance and green tea. It surprisingly smells great together. That looks emulsified. Plus I'm going to be blending some more. So let me pour my major colors. There's a light green with gold in it to make like a green tea color, and a darker green with some activated charcoal, and a lavender color. And some stronger colors, but a little less of that. The dark purple. And a brown with some gold in it. Makes it like a bronzy color. And fill the rest of my major colors up. Looks good. I'll start with my lighter color and just give that a good stir, scooping up that color from the bottom a little. My other green. It's my darker green. It's my lighter green, which will morph into a nice color after it goes through saponification. This is my lavender with some icicle mica and some basic purple from Rustic Essentials. And this is just basic purple all by itself. You can see how dark it is. I needed a couple of darker accent colors just to make the design really sharp. And this is my brown and a little bit of gold. Also to give it just a little different color, makes the soap more interesting. You might challenge yourself to put in a different color that you think might not even work, and be surprised that it really does. As long as you don't have every color under the sun in there. So let me give my bigger amounts a blend. These out of the way so I don't knock things over. Things are nice and liquid, bubbles out. I checked to see if these fragrances behave themselves, and they do. You really need that for a spin swirl. I'm going to move these all aside. My Lazy Susan and my slab mold. Make sure it's well balanced there, and that it can turn without knocking things over. Okay, So let's just start with this lighter purple. Things are level. I'm going to get some of this in every corner. I think I'll get the darker green and the lighter purple for contrast. The lighter green. Just thickening up. May as well get it all in there if it's gonna do that. My dark brown. More dark green. And my light purple again. Finally, I'm going to put my darker purple. And start my swirling. Trying to spin it and then stop it. I'm actually spinning it and then turning in the opposite direction. Okay, so I'm prepared for the fact that the edges often get a little muddy when you do this swirl because it's getting the most momentum going. So I'm going to drop more of this gold into that part pretty arbitrarily. It really brightens things up. So get some on the edges there and then a little bit in the center part. And rather than just dropping it down there, I'm kind of moving it around so I get these little streaks just for something different. You can see how much light that adds to the darker colors. Then I'm going to try one more thing. I'm going to see if I can still do a little bit of swirling so those gold streaks move around a little. And they are, and you can also see why the edges get a little bit more brown in them because they're traveling more when I do the spin. Okay, I think I can live with that. Get rid of the Lazy Susan. Let's clean up the sides of it first. Okay, and I'm not worried about the green. That looks a little bit more avocado than you'd possibly want to have in your soap, but I know it's going to turn into a really nice green after it saponifies. And that's it. So I'm really pleased that it's a little different, but still bright. I think that brown was going to do the trick there. I like the streaking that went in there. And let's bring you back for the unmolding. think these will come out of the mold really easily because it gelled nicely. So let me just slip this out. Okay, now that it's out of the wood slab mold, pulls out a little easier. This is a little stickier than usual, and I think it's because I super fatted this a little bit more. Just got to be more patient. You can see where it's releasing. It's kind of fun. There we go. Yeah, a little sticky. So I think I'll unmold this upside down because if I turn it over, I might scratch some of the bars. There's one. But they slip out of the dividers pretty easily. I like looking at the sides when it comes out of these. Every bar is different. I like that whoop-de-doo right there. And you notice those canyons where the gold mica drizzle went in? And that happens because it's really rich in oil. And the lye is still active when it's setting up, and it's thirsty to connect with the oils and just sucks it into the soap. But it adds a really nice texture. I think I'm going to link my Jupiter soap. But I was saying that the thing about this technique is that every bar is so different. And I was also talking about the little valleys that happen where the mica drizzle went. And that's because the saponification is pulling all the oils in that mica drizzle into the curing soap. And it adds a nice texture. Just doesn't want to focus up close, so I'll hold it a little further away. I like that. They really are like miniature compositions that you kind of go for, but then you kind of just let these things happen randomly. And I like that. I like these dividers. They give the edges like a glass-like finish. Thanks for watching, everyone, and putting up with my mischievous camera. I'll get it figured out, but I don't want to stop making my videos, so I'll do the best I can. And I got one more. Check in to my Instagram. Also, I've been taking a lot of pictures of things that inspire me later on, and I'd like to share that with you. Thanks for all the comments and for subscribing to this channel too. And we'll see you for the next soap. Bye, everybody. I also had some leftover scrapings that I put into this little mold, so I'll probably use these as samples. I tried to alternate the colors as I poured them in here so that it would look nice also. Just trying to break that air pocket so it falls out. There we go. So that's kind of fun. So that'll make a couple of samples.